What the fuck? Hold on, gang. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. You mean to tell me this bitch was fucking with?
Will you marry me? Mary Jane!
I already expressed my love for Spider-Man in my previous video. Damn. But what I didn't tell y'all is there's one character from the Spider-Verse that I absolutely despise. Mary Jane Watson from the 2002 Spider-Man. And by the end of this video, you'll finally understand why she's the most toxic woman ever.
Treat me like what don't get me dirty.
Oh boy, yeah.
First, I'm gonna start it off with the original Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 1. You would expect this being the first movie for it to be a little more calm, but no. She's a bad person, because then she gets with Peter's best friend, Harry. But him getting with MJ was probably the worst decision he made, because she does not care about him at all. The first thing she does is let Peter know that she's dating his best friend. And then she tells Peter.
Hold on, why would you date a nigga? The nigga trying to, maybe she was mad at the nigga, but there is no way if I try to kiss my girl, right, and she... You got a little smooth criminal shit on my ass. Bitch. The fuck wrong with you? Better bring that shit back the other way.
Peter, we should go out for lunch sometime. Don't tell Harry.
Oh, nah.
Okay.
So this bitch is a cheater too? Oh my God. Yo, even Mary Jane, bro. I'll be trying to tell you, boy.
He kinda really sus, but it's not cheap.
And she, oh my God. And she kissed the nigga upside. She, hold, what the fuck? Hold on, gang. Hold the fuck up. Hold the fuck up. You mean to tell me this bitch was fucking with Harry, Peter Parker, and kissing a random superhero nigga named Spider-Man that she don't even know in the rain, in the back of an alley, upside down, next to a dumpster with raccoons in it? Oh, nah, bro. What the? Yo, this bitch is a whore. Mary Jane is a whore. Oh my God, this bitch is Mary Jane's a whore. Mary Jane's a whore.
I don't think people realize.
Can I get honest? Yeah, after this video.
How messed up this kiss is. Okay, so one, she doesn't know the dude, so she doesn't know it's Peter. So as a viewer, you shouldn't feel happy for Peter. She thinks she's kissing some other dude. Two, she's cheating on Harry, and three, she doesn't know the dude. Again, that's nasty. And this is all to say thank you because he saved her once. You're telling me the homeless dude I gave money to yesterday should be trying to make out with me just because I gave him $1? And the worst part about this is that right before this, she was still flirting with Peter, so it seemed like she was gonna cheat regardless. Peter asked how her and Harry were doing. She said, why so interested? Like, and the most messed up part is there is not an ounce of remorse in her face. We don't get to see her reflecting on her actions. If anything, she's open about how much she loves Spider-Man. She was on the phone with Harry talking about,
he's just incredible. Like, so incredible. But anyways, I gotta go to bed.
Don't let the bed bugs.
Damn. Nah, I would have broke over her.
I'm sorry. Harry did not catch a break. Next thing that happened is that he walked in on Peter pretty much risen up his girl. And again, I gotta backtrack. Mary Jane came talking to Peter, who she knows for sure at this point. If she doesn't know, she's just who she knows for sure likes her. She came to him to talk about how much she loves Spider-Man while still dating Harry. And look how happy she is to talk about this. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, I'm glad Goblin kidnapped her because she deserved at least a little bit of bad karma for this. I don't even know how she survived this whole situation. Her forearm strength must be insane. Look at that catch. Look at it. And then by the end of the first movie, when her and Harry are broken up, she decides the best place for her to confess her feelings to Peter is at Harry's dad's funeral. Wow. Standing ovation. We're off to an amazing start.
Oh my God. I didn't realize how bad this bitch was.
Oh boy, yeah.
So at the end of the first movie, after Mary Jane confessed her feelings to Peter, he pretty much told her, I gotta do my own thing since I'm Spider-Man, but you don't know that, so I just gotta do my own thing. So the first time we see her is at Peter's birthday party with her, Harry, and Peter, which is like probably so awkward. I don't think I'd be able to do it. And Mary Jane starts this movie off hot. I cannot hold you. This is the most toxic she's ever been. So first thing she does is go up to Peter and try forcing him to confess that he loves her. She was busting out all the stops, the face touch, the eye contact, and she almost got him too. She had my boy Peter saying,
oh boy, yeah.
MK Ultra levels of manipulation. But Peter held it down and didn't say a word. He didn't confess any feeling. And I know this got her tight. Look at her face. And right after, she does one of the most petty things I've ever seen in cinema history. She immediately walks away and says, by the way, I'm seeing somebody, and just sits there and waits for my boy Peter's reaction. Do you know how messed up that is? Like, let that happen to me. I might just
I woke up crispy.
So in this movie, Mary Jane's an actress, so you know.
So this bit, yo, girl, women aren't good people, bro. Women are not, and people aren't good people in general, but like, god damn, you mean to tell me you knew this dude liked you this whole time, right? You go put your hand on the man's face, crazy eye contact, looking into that like you want to kiss this man. When he don't say he love you or no crazy shit, you walk off, right? And say, oh, by the way, I'm seeing another nigga. So what if he would have said he loves you or some shit? You was gonna just be with, you would go try to be with him while being with somebody else, while being with him while he say he love you. While, oh Jesus, yo, while being with Harry at the, oh my, yo, god damn, oh my god. Mary Jane, Mary G.
She has
bro.
plays and stuff, and she really wanted Peter to go to hers. But you know, Spider-Man stuff comes up, and Peter wasn't able to make it.
Yeah,
and MJ, well, she took this to the heart, because next time she sees Peter, you know what happens? She agrees to get married to the dude, just to get back at Peter. You know how messed up this is to Peter and to the guy she's with? He's just an innocent bystander who's getting in the way. Like, she's just using the man. There's that scene where she tells him to lay a certain way so she could kiss him and pretend like she's kissing Spider-Man, pretty much confirming that she's still thinking about Spider-Man and Peter while with this dude. Then later in the movie, she's telling Peter again, you love me. Just say it. You love me. And when Peter tells her no, she's like, kiss me. Go ahead, kiss me. Mind you, she's still engaged to the dude. The ring is literally right there. They show it in the shot. Then she gets kidnapped again. And after Peter comes to save her and he convinces Doc Ock that he's good again and all this stuff, the whole place starts collapsing on them. And Peter's holding it up by himself, the whole place. And she's under him. And she has the audacity to say, you do love me. Get out the way!
Yeah,
and at
for
the end of
real,
the
bitch,
movie,
you
after they do all
wildin'.
this lovey-dovey, confessed love stuff, she does one of the most messed up things I've seen in my life. So at this point, we know the guy she's married to, Jameson, she doesn't love him. We know that. She's in love with Peter. So a normal person would call off the wedding and just get with Peter. But Mary Jane, since she's an actress and she wants to be in this fantasy world where she gets to be dramatic as hell and all this stuff, she waits to the day of their wedding and then just runs away to Peter, probably leaving the dude with years and years, and I'm talking years of emotional damage. Like, that man is DTB for life. He ain't trusting no.
You just let this man waste his money, time, energy on planning a wedding, and then just for you to wait on a wedding day, and this man just wasted all his hard-earned money, all his time. Family had to book trips, can't take off work, all this shit for you to run off on a wedding day when you could have did this shit 3 weeks ago when the shit was still in plan. Oh my, yo. I did not realize how bad this situation was for Spider-Man, gang. I didn't. Now I see why
And
he
by
turned
the end
to
of this
Venom.
movie, she confesses to Peter again, and she pretty much says they'll be together no matter what. Him being Spider-Man, him being Peter Parker, it doesn't matter. They're gonna get through it all together. And if you watch the third movie, you know that's cap.
Yeah.
From a cinematic standpoint and from the Mary Jane standpoint, this is probably the worst one. Still my favorite though. So at the beginning of this movie, Mary Jane's still an actress, but
see why
now
you turned
she's
Venom.
like big, like Lizzo. Fame-wise. And her and Peter are truly in love now. Like, nothing could go wrong. Peter was even ready to get engaged and everything. But then, you know, it's Mary Jane, so nothing could ever be normal in a relationship. She gets fired, which wasn't her fault, okay? That's normal. But normally people who get fired don't start to envy their partner, because that's exactly what Mary Jane does. She starts to get mad at Peter for being Spider-Man, when in the last movie, she literally just accepted that he was Spider-Man and there are things that come with being Spider-Man. So now she's jealous? But let me slow down. I'm not gonna act like Mary Jane is all bad, because Peter was tweaking in this movie. He really kissed Gwen Stacy in a crowd full of people, knowing his girlfriend is right there. And he just said bye to her a second ago, and he still kissed her in front of everyone. And I thought he would apologize. I honestly did, but he just said,
I ain't gonna lie, gang. I'll leave Mary Jane for Gwen too. I'm not gonna cap. I would leave Mary Jane for Gwen. In Spider-Man 3, oh yeah, she got it. Fuck out of here, Mary Jane, bitch. You treated me like that. Fuck out of here.
That's just a girl from class. This man is the worst gaslighter on the planet. Mary Jane is still a L though, because when she was mad at Peter, she had the audacity to tell him that's our kiss, when she was doing the same thing in the last movie with her fiance. Mary Jane eventually actually forgives Peter, not being petty at all. She comes to him saying she wants to be there for him, and she knows he made a mistake, and she forgives him. And like I said, Peter was tweaking this movie. He literally hits her with a, okay, I don't need your help. And since Peter was being so rude to Mary Jane, she thought the but the only way to get back at him was to go back to her old ways. So she cheats on him with Harry.
I woke up Chris Breezy.
I would say I didn't see this coming, but she cheats on someone in every single Spider-Man movie. She is literally 3 for 3. So then now Peter comes to apologize to her. This is so toxic. He starts saying he loves her, and she's like, no, we can't be together. No, no, no.
There's someone else.
Finally,
I've
bitch.
fallen in love with someone else.
Finally, you admitted it.
I woke up Chris.
But it turns out it was Harry who was behind it all, and he just wanted to demoralize Peter. But she did actually cheat though. That was real. So now to get back at MJ, yo, this back and forth never stops. Peter takes Gwen Stacy to the bar where MJ works and just starts dancing with her. Definitely the most cringe sequence in the movie. Gwen Stacy honestly deserves so much better in every single movie. If it's not her back getting broken or her best friend dying, it's this.
Yeah.
And I know I made that Chris Breezy joke a second ago, but Peter actually slaps her.
Nah, that shit was crazy.
Eventually, again, Mary Jane gets kidnapped, and again, she saves herself. I'm telling you all that forearm strength. And both of her exes team up to stop the villains. Harry dies though, so I guess she chose the right one. So the movie ends with Peter and MJ, I guess, forgiving each other or something. I don't know, it's pretty vague. They just kind of hold hands and smile at each other. And I could presume they lived happily ever after. As y'all can see though, the 2002 MJ is clearly the most toxic woman ever. But it's not just her, all Mary Janes are like this. There's the 1994 MJ. She was crazy. She literally jumped off a building so Peter could prove that he loved her. And then there was that one time she got sent to another dimension and she eventually came back, but it turned out that wasn't her. That was a water clone, which makes sense because the bitch wasn't crazy. The real MJ actually got remarried in the other dimension to a dude named Paul and forgot about Peter Parker. Then there's the new MJ, Zendaya, who I wasn't gonna mention at all, but as I was recording this video, the trailer for her new movie came out. And clearly, she's the worst one of all. I really thought she was super innocent, but no, she was getting tag teamed in that trailer. Mary Jane being a thought has to be a canon event. My condolences go out to Tom Holland. As I said earlier though, MJ is the most toxic woman in the universe. My fellas watching this, try to avoid women like this, because even if you give them the world, the second they go to another dimension, they'll leave you for a guy named Paul. And moral of the story,
Break.